Hey, this is Mark the Meerkat with Grok Trade with the trade of the day. A lesson on today is going to be on the falling wedge and the high base. This was here on TTD this morning in the Grok Day Trading chat room, and it was just set up here as a falling wedge. That's where you get the upper trend line is going down and the lower trend line is going down, but they're pinching. Very, very powerful pattern here. So let's take a look here at freeonlinetradingeducation.com and go to our free chart school, and you can see what it's all about here. So we go to chart school, and these are the different trading patterns that we teach in the Grok mentoring program for either day trading, swing trading, or long-term position trading. So this is a falling wedge, which is a bullish position. That's right, it's about to go to the upside. So let's take a look here at a falling wedge. Here it is right there, and here's a picture of it. Look at that. Just very similar to what we're on there, getting lower swing highs, lower swing lows, but if it busts above this right here, it can be very powerful to the upside. And so a definition of it, talking about it here. Here are some examples of it from these happen to be from what each day is a candle. On this one, the daily candles here, very, very powerful breakouts. This one's just ready to set up. Here's one from some day trading ones from 1 minute candles. Here you can see two there, and they're very powerful breakouts there. So let's take a look on ours right here. And I was not watching it on the market at this time. I just wanted to show you this one for educational purposes because I did not take this trade. We were looking at other trades at the particular time this happened. Then look at that, boom, it pops out, and it keeps going up here, and it keeps going up. And that was basing here at $73. So now it's forming what we call a high base. So if we go back to our chart school at freeonlinetradingeducation.com and we look at high base, that one's right over here, we click on that one, and what it's showing is it goes up here and it's starting to go underneath a line of resistance here. And then if it breaks out, especially if there's volume with it, get that confirmed, then you want to be in that. Again, some examples of that here. Here's a high base here on a daily chart, boom. And here's one here, and then look at that, really took off. So that's the setup that we're looking at right now on this high base. So I'm going to set up an order here at around just above 73.20 as it's breaking out in this way here. I'm ready to, if it breaks out, I'm going to get in this area here, and I have a 1% attached stop ready to go. Let's see what happened next here, and boom, there it goes. It took off, and I actually got in here at 73.23 and 73.23 right there, and a 1% attached stop is at 72.48. And then what happened in the next 2 minutes here? It took off. These are 1 minute candles, by the way. A nice increase in volume. This is a good sign. So I'm going to reduce my risk, bringing it just under that $73 area. And let's see what happens after that. Oh, nice up here. Now this is the S2 pivot line, possible line of support and resistance. And if you notice here at opening, it dropped and then could not get back above that area. So now it's stalling right there. So what I'm going to do is, in my rules say, if it stalls there, here it stalls there for a couple of minutes, it's stalling here, I took out half at 74.51 for 1.7% on that first half. Now I changed the number of shares in my second half stop. I'm putting it just under the $74 area here, and if it pulls back, I'm getting protected by this 8 EMA and this 74.50 S1 pivot line. And let's see, again, nice volume is still there, and let's see where it goes from there. And what does it do? Hey, it starts to break out from there with nice strong volume, again above average volume, still going up here. And now I'm going to move my stop up here to that pivot line, and now it's up to 76 even dollar amount. That is a possible line of resistance. Don't know if it is or not. And so I'm going to now that it's up here at full $1.50 up there, I'm going to go ahead and bring it up here just under this $75 area here, and around 74.94, and it's down at 76 is acting as resistance, pulling back to 75.50. That could be support. Well, now pull back to the 8 EMA. So my stop was below that 75.50, below $75, and is below this 8 EMA. So I have these shields to protect my stop. Let's see if that 75 even dollar and that 8 EMA hold. Oh, it's holding up until it isn't anymore. Look at that. Big wick up and down, just enough to tag me out and got me out at 74.92 for 2.3% on the second half. So let's take a look at this total trade. It was a falling wedge, but I didn't have it chart in front of me. It did break out from there, so I needed to look for a secondary entry, and it was a high base. It broke out, and when it stalled right at this possible line of resistance, and it was acting as resistance, this S2 pivot line, and this 74.50, I took out my half, and then it took off, and then when it pulled back and broke below this $75, just enough to get me out, and this 8 EMA. So this total trade was for 2.0% in 15 minutes. That's right, and this was actually the biggest trade of the day in the Grok Day Trading chat room. It's been a very choppy day. So what happened to it after that? Let's take a look here. Watch this, and let's see what happens after this. I'm now recording this at about 12:40 p.m. Eastern Time, and it was just going sideways after we stopped trading for the day, and it's sitting here right at that 200 moving average. So that would have been a nice another high basing here at a major line of resistance, the 200 moving average. I'd set a trade up here about 75, just over 75.50. Let's see what, boom, there it goes. Look at that, look at it go, and look at the volume that came in. Wow. And so it's still going, and then it had a little dip, and then rose up again here, and then it pulled back. So right now at the time of this recording here, it's just now doing a possible bull pullback. Break out above that area, might be able to get into it again. Well, this is Mark the Meerkat. If you'd like to learn to trade the Grok Trade Way, we're having a 301 mentoring class coming up here in just a week and a half here. So go to groktrade.com, and right up here it says Training Mentor. And if you want to know about what our mentoring program is about here, there's tons to read about it. It's basically 3 days of intensive training, so you get the knowledge you need, but then we are your mentors from that point on for application, to share our wisdom with you so you can apply that information. Information in and of itself is, you can read all the books out there. Good luck applying it if you don't have someone there to mentor you and coach you along the way. That's what we do at Grok Trade. So February 26, 27, and 28 is going to be our 3-day intensive training, which you can take many, many times if you need to, and most people do, because it is so rich with information. So fill out this information here for a discovery call, not a sales call, a discovery call. Let us talk about what your trading does. And this is, again, for swing traders, position traders, or day traders. 85% of it applies to all different time frames, and then there's that 15% or so that's unique to your particular time frame and what you're trading. But there's a lot of universal things that you can apply, and it can make a huge difference in your trading. So fill out this information, and we'll set up a discovery call with you. All right, so this is Mark the Meerkat. Hey, just remember that you need to trade without emotion, because emotions while trading will kill your account. Trade well, and may your winners run.